All right, in this Boleo lesson, we're going to be looking at with versus against, or con and contra type of Boleos. So the way that this works is that if you think about the bullwhip or the whip, when you send the whip, if you pull it back at the right time, you get the snap. There is a way to send it without a pull back to also get the snap, which takes a bit of a higher level of mastery, I think, of whips. If you think about like using a snapping towel, you can send it and get it to snap, or you can send and pull back and get it to snap. And the reason is because the way that you send and that stop on the initial send is a similar kind of retraction as pulling it back. So you can just send and create a Boleo and just send and create a Boleo. And these are called with Boleos, where instead of I take the step and I go back the other way, I just take a step and send with a lot more energy circular around her. In the back Boleo, it would look like this. So I'm going to take this step, come close to her, and then go around her with the energy. And notice I didn't need to step back onto my left foot to make that happen. And then we can bring her around. What the contra looks like is where I will take this step, two steps, 1, 2, and I step towards that left foot. So the with, or the con, is to just send everything around. So I've got my weight on my right foot going around her axis, and we've got the Boleo happening over here. The same thing is true in the front Boleo. So if we're doing forward ochos, at this point, I'm just going to bring her around for the ocho and put all of my weight on my left foot and send a lot of energy around to her right. And we get that front Boleo. I didn't need to step back to create the Boleo. It's much like sending that whip, but with so much energy that it continues, and only once that energy goes all the way through and meets the end of your hand does that snap then create. It's a different way to send a whip or a Boleo, but they do exist. So coming into the front, I am going to take my left foot and step really close to that back foot and around her, and just letting the energy go through. One way that I describe this is if you take your arm, this is kind of silly, and you let it be like dead weight. If I send my arm to the side, so I'm kind of controlling it now, and see how little my body needs to move to make that happen. So I'm pulling to the left, pushing to the right, and I'm going against the action of my arm. So I go left and then right, and then left and then right, and then left and then right. So you get this motion where my chest is opposing my arm. The other way is if I just send everything in one direction. Same type of thing. Send it and the action will go. Instead of going against the action, I go with the action. Same kind of concept. So maybe before you try into this, you could try that. Or try the idea of the arms and put that into the legs. All right? And when you're ready, we'll see you in the next video.